Alright guys, Cal here, and to be honest I just want to start this video off with a confession right up top, and that is that I genuinely love 90 Day Fiancé. Like, you probably love it a bit too if you're watching this video, but my love for it is not even in the slightest ironic. Like, it's the only TV show that I still watch when it releases every week on TV. And I know what you're thinking, yes, I'm an intellectual. This season of 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days definitely hasn't disappointed. I mean, it's brought some amazing characters and some great moments. I'm sure you've probably seen Big Ed online. He's kind of taken over the internet. But if you haven't, he's actually inspired me to do something new with my hair. It's got quite a nice sheen. It's looking pretty good, isn't it? Yeah, that's his little tip, his little secret. This right here, this bad boy, sort you right out. And yeah, I'm quite happy with the results, actually.
I've been dyeing my hair, and it irritates my scalp. So I found out that mayonnaise makes it smoother.
No, actually, I don't even eat mayo, so this joke did cost me £1.20 that I'm never going to get back. So if you would like to support the channel, actually, a sub and a like would be really appreciated. Make me feel a bit better about my lack of sense when it comes to buying things for these videos. But anyway, I thought Big Ed's maybe had enough of the limelight. You know, there's been a lot of videos about Big Ed on YouTube, and I thought that actually maybe we could talk about somebody else that's been on this season, and I reckon caught a few eyes. I'm talking about David.
She's not going to show up.
I mean, you might look at that clip and think, oh, that's sad. And, you know, he probably didn't want to drink it on his own. But he ain't letting that stop him. He's caning that drink. He will party on his own if needs be. And that is why we're talking about him in this video. David goes hard.
How could she do this to me again?
If it were me, I think at that point, I'd probably just take a hint from, you know, her not showing up and previously having not shown up and taking money from him for 7 years but never seeming that interested to meet up or even have a proper video chat. To be fair to him, he does actually end up meeting her, and I'm single, so what do I know? You know, maybe David's actually onto something. Maybe he is actually onto something. He was proven right in the end, because they do end up meeting, and you know, fair play to the guy, because how can you ultimately begrudge him that? Any human being having that moment of pure happiness, you know, it was nice to watch. But as David will tell you, and as all gym lads ever would tell you, consistency is key, and David was definitely consistent in his hunt for Lana. David and Lana have been speaking for 7 years, and that whole time he's been paying for every single conversation they've had. I mean, that's how that dating site that he's on works. But actually, I do feel quite a bond to David for this, because in that time, you know, I've actually started a degree and finished that degree. So we're both about 50 grand at least in the hole, and we've
both invested that money very well. Student loans are fun.
Sounds like good wholesome fun.
If I get them all down in one ball, I get a kiss.
Oh. Oh.
You remember that I used to bowl professionally, right?
Right, I'll tell you what this is like. It's like, imagine you're going down to the pub, couple of mates, you know, and one of your friends says, hey, how about we have a game of pool, and loser gets the winner a drink, you know, by the next round. Fair enough. And then imagine that he says, oh yeah, play pool every day actually. I've never mentioned it before, but yeah, oh yeah, I'm pro actually. You'd be outraged, to be fair. You'd just be pretty annoyed, wouldn't you? And he's rigged it. He's rigged that. You'd just be a bit like, well, you're getting a carling. You can enjoy your carling because that's all you're getting.
I used to be a professional bowler 40 years ago.
To be fair, actually, looking at that moustache, he probably would enjoy the Carlin. He looks the type. No comment about my bloody facial hair, because it's in that awkward in-between stage. It's not my fault, alright? It wasn't a conscious decision like his.
Okay, you actually threw it straight.
You actually threw it straight. Then he actually puts it in doubt whether or not he ever was a professional bowler, because it doesn't look like it really to me, or at least he hasn't practiced in the last 4 years. And she's bloody loving it. She does not want to give him that kiss. It escalates pretty quickly because in the next video they're engaged and she just seems so happy about it.
Will you marry me?
Yes.
She said yes.
This clip honestly gets me, because imagine if people communicated like that in everyday life. You're at the supermarket or something, you know, you get your items, you put them on the till, and then the cashier says to you, "Oh, would you like a bag with your items?" You say, "Oh yes, please, mate, yeah." And he just replies to you, he'd like a bag with his items. And you look into his soulless dead stare. What do you do with that?
I have my girl now. I really have her. Everybody thought that she wasn't going to be there to meet me. Not only was she there, but she's now mine.
Yes.
At this point, the lad looks so buzzed. It's like when 13-year-old me got FIFA a day early and you knew I was going on Ultimate Team straight away. I was so happy, and that's honestly the kind of face that I was pulling. It's almost like he's bloody gone and caught himself an Articuno. Like, he is so pumped. And meanwhile, you know, she looks not so happy. That face that she's pulling, it's not really a face that people generally pull when they're feeling relaxed and comfortable with their decisions. Yeah, not really.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, baby.
Yes. Bye.
Okay. Please leave. Bye. Okay, enough kisses. Goodbye.
Сейчас мы будем использовать телефон для общения больше, чаще и сможем оставить сайт знакомств наконец-то.
Finally ditching the dating site. It's been 7 years and she's been rinsing him for money on that dating site for 7 full years. Like, I feel so sorry for him. But how didn't he say, can we go to text now? You know, maybe we could call, because there has to be a point where you would just kind of stop. I think maybe seven minutes for me, but you know, 7 years for him, which is.
Я не знаю, как я скажу моей семье о том, что я помолвлена, потому что все это случилось очень неожиданно и быстро.
7 years. That's not fast and unexpectedly. Like, at least to me anyway. It might work a bit differently in Ukraine, but I somehow doubt that it's that different. I don't think 7 years is really a quick turnaround for any kind of relationship anywhere in the world. I mean, 7 years ago, we hadn't even experienced the wonder of little T and the fact that Sophie Aspin was about to get jarred. Right, so that just about brings us to the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, because there'll be more stuff coming up like this soon. And actually, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave a comment as well, because I'd love to get a conversation going with you guys. Let's just talk about this thing. I've been Cal, and thank you again for watching.